London has always been a city of stories, of rain-kissed streets, red buses, and whispers carried by the wind. But among its many tales, one remains quietly hidden, a story of love, loss, and a letter that never reached its home. It was the year 1918, the final winter of the Great War. In a small bookshop near Covent Garden, a young writer named Edward Hale met a painter, Clara Whitmore. She came every morning buying old poetry books and sketching strangers in silence. He wrote stories about hope in a world that was losing faith. One morning, as the snow fell softly outside, Edward said, "You paint the world as it should be, not as it is." Clara smiled and replied, "And you write it that way." Their friendship bloomed into something deeper, even as sirens echoed through the city and soldiers marched toward uncertainty. In those quiet afternoons, between ink and art, they found something London rarely gives: peace. But destiny can be cruel. Edward was drafted to France before he could confess his love. He left a letter for Clara, sealed with trembling hands, but the messenger carrying it never returned. For months, she waited by the bookshop window, watching every soldier who passed, hoping one of them would bring her a word, a sign, a memory. The war ended. The city celebrated. But Clara never smiled again. Years later, in 1932, that old letter was found, unopened, behind a fallen shelf in the same bookshop. The ink had faded, but the words still lived. "If I never return, let my words find you, for you are the reason I believe the world can still be beautiful." Sometimes, love doesn't need to be returned. It just needs to be remembered. And maybe, just maybe, on rainy London nights, when the wind hums through the alleys, you can still hear Clara humming her favorite tune, the one Edward wrote for her, and the city still carries in its heart.